What is going on, everyone? Welcome to Acres of Love. This right here is your first podcast of very, very many. I wanted to start this podcast with me and my family, called Acres of Love. Pretty much, the podcast is about family, parenting, relationships, just anything that has to do with a household or anything that has to do with a bonding and would do with bonding when it comes to just being in a relationship, being married, the ups, the downs, different things like that. So it's a wide variety of different stuff. So I wanted to open it up because the name, of course, Acres of Love. I wanted to have my family on here first, being one that the intro to Acres of Love. And I'm going to pass the mic along, let everyone introduce themselves, let them tell you their age and different things like that. And of course, we're going to start to my right. No, we're going to start to my left with my daughter, and then we're going to take it from the left to my son, to my wife, and we're going to go from there. So I'm going to pass it to my daughter, let her introduce herself.
What's up, guys? It's Amari here, Amari Ripsy Acres, the original. I'm 14. Mm-hmm. And what else? What else was I?
I mean, you just introduce yourself
Yep.
and then pass it off to
And yeah.
your brother.
My name is Desmond Akers.
Yo, how old are you, Des?
I'm 12.
Okay. Des is a little shy. He's a shy one, so we're going to have to break him loose on that. But continue. Pass it off.
My name is Megan. I am 37.
I had to think about
Actually,
that.
40.
Yeah, I had to think about my age. And, yep, happy to be here.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. But yeah, the intentions was to start this one just because it's like I wanted to connect with the community within like families, within people that's married, people that's dealing with I guess you say burdens in their marriage and trying to understand it and things like that. They are some things that we possibly can relate with when it comes to me and Megan. There probably are some things that we can't relate, but we also are here to try to relate and try to help and just try to connect with people in the world in different areas. That's why it's called Acres of Love because it's just I guess you could say endless of what we're trying to do here when it just comes to the fact of within that circle. But like I said, I want to have my family on here first, just to come on here, just to give a trial run as well as just to opening up because this is where I feel like it started within my family. And just kind of wanted to get on here and just talk to everybody, see how their day is going, see what their plans are this weekend and whatnot. And you know what I'm saying? We're going to go ahead and I'll start with you, of course, Amari, to see what your plans are because obviously every time the weekend hits, her plans are made and they're not with us. So let's go ahead and see.
um, After this little podcast, um, going down the road to my friend's house for a party. It's her birthday party, so that's the plan. And then later, I guess later tonight, I'm gonna come back and we're gonna pick my mom up from the airport, and then I'm heading back to Alabama tomorrow.
What's your plans, S?
My plans are playing PC.
Playing a PC all night? 12 pack of Mountain Dew going all night, right? What are your plans?
Um, my plans are to clean the house.
Cap.
Stop the cap.
We said be real on here. Authenticity.
Well, I'm gonna watch a movie.
Right. Probably take 2 naps.
Bathtub for about 2 hours.
Gonna go pick the kids' mom up. Then we're gonna come back and go to sleep.
And wake up.
But a lot of y'all probably are looking, wondering, whenever Mara said she's going back to Alabama, and Megan said that she's picking up the kid's mother. Megan is their bonus mom, of course, and me and her been together going on 8 years, and I had to look over there and make sure. Damon Darling called me out in the middle of a crowd, and I got it. I got it 1 year off, buddy. I owe you, bro, for calling me out. That kind of put me on the spot. I was nervous, but anyways, going on 8 years. She's been in the kids' lives, and we have, and I think that's one of the things that initially made me want to do this type of podcast and start and spark this type of podcast is because the bond that we have as co-parenting is not like your typical co-parenting bond. It's very awesome and very beautiful how we have certain things with the kid's mother, the kid's stepdad, and stuff like that because they come down, visit us. We have like outings we do, hiking, like little vacations we do. We go see them. Like we're flying down to see Amari's sister graduate, and different things like that. And when they come up to Vegas, they stay with us, and it's just one of those things that are like realistically just really awesome to be able to do and be able to have as far as a relationship. And I think that's one of the things also that sparked that made me start this podcast is just because for the fact of like us just being able to connect as two families, combining love into one. I think it's really cool, because her mom comes, Megan goes, picks up her mom stays here, always welcome. Tyler, their stepdad stays here. Kira comes here, they stay here. We have this relationship that is like, one, I feel it's like possibly, I could say it's probably unbreakable, but two, it's like, it's hard to explain because every time I feel like I talk to people about our relationship and how we are with the kid's mom and stuff, they're like, "That how do y'all do that?" And I never really understood that. Like I never understood like why is that your first question? Like how
And
do
they're
you?
always asking, like, wait,
I'm
they
not
stay
done.
with you guys? I'm sorry. You were taking too long to talk.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, but they're like they always ask me the same thing too. Like, so they're staying with you guys? Wait, what? That's weird. I'm like, okay, well, it's not you. It doesn't really matter. It's not weird to me or him or any of us. So,
For sure, for sure. And that's the thing that gets me. It's like it didn't start off that way. I will say that it didn't start off that way, but it didn't take long to get to that end. That's the crazy thing. Like it didn't take long at all. It's like it kind of really just happened. Everyone was just there with open arms. Everyone was just there with like, hey, you guys need a place to stay. Hey, you guys need a car to drive. And it's one of those things where I feel like we all just put a lot behind us and just tried to grow as a family because like I tell the kid's mom, I tell Megan, I tell Tyler, I tell anybody that even has any input on saying anything to this that I feel like you have to understand that it's not about us. It's about the kids. It's truthfully about the kids. Like it's not about what can we do to make ourselves happy or what can we do to make this work. I don't want to get along with this family. I don't want to get along with that family because they do this. It's like why would you not? Because the thing about it is, it's like it's truly about the kids. That's what I feel like is the beauty about it because we're able to put our problems or our issues or anything we had in the past behind us and move forward to make sure the kids have the best life to understand that you know what I'm saying because down the road it's like they might have the same thing that we have and it might work where their significant other that they have kids with would be better off, separated than together. It's like they could see how we took handled it and how we done it, and then next thing you know, they say, "Well, my family, even though they wasn't together, we still bonded and done things." So it's like it's not about us; it's about the kids and like setting examples. So it's like I think that's a beautiful thing, and I enjoy it. And how do y'all feel about it? Like as a kids, how do y'all feel about that?
I mean, I'm glad that there's no like bad thing going between y'all and like y'all are like, always fighting because I know other people and their parents like they're not together, they're separate and they don't get along. So I'm just glad that we're just one happy family. We all get along.
You gotta want to speak up, so bro. So, so that's it. The same. Period. Same. Next question. But yeah, man, it's just one of those things where, and I can tell you the truth, we plan to have them on here as well. Like I can't wait to have them on here because I feel like once I have them on here, Tyler and Amanda, which is Tyler being a stepdad, Amanda being their mom. Once I have them on here, it's going to be a thing where like there's so many questions that we probably could say. There's so many topics that we probably can get on, and it's going to be really awesome. And I've been waiting to be able to do this, and I told them, I was like, I'd love to have you guys on here, and I'm hoping that they're up for it, and I feel like they are. But like to be in a position to like, just I don't know, just to be in a position to be able to do the things that we do and have fun, make memories, because one day this always want to come to an end. And then when it comes to an end, all we have are the memories. I mean, do you want to be laying on your deathbed knowing that you gave the mother of your kid hell all her life, or the father of your kid hell all his life, and now you're like, man, why couldn't we just get along for the kids? It's just one of them things, man. It's like you got to put the kids forth first. And when you put the kids forth first, I feel like that's what also makes a lot dissolve as far as issues and problems that you have that you've had within the past and within a lot more. But that I wanted to explain that as well. That way, whenever you guys witness the fact that if they come on here, you know who they are, you know how this works. You're not surprised and like, oh wow, you know what I'm saying? It's no surprise at all. It's all just one big family. It's all love, and that's what we're built on. That's the foundation, and I love every bit of it. And I will say, I have my episodes where she goes back to her mom's, and it kills me. It kills me like crazy because I miss her dearly and want to see her grow as a young adult. And it does bother me, but I've learned to start coping with it and understand it because we're in Las Vegas. Her mom is in Alabama. And, but we travel, jump on planes, do this, do that, whatever we got to do. Like her mom's flying down here to pick her up, and it was like spur of the moment, and her mom's coming to get her. Her mom's flying her back, and it's just a beautiful understanding and a beautiful thing just to be able to make it happen very easily for the kids. And I was worried at first whenever we first moved down here, but I asked, that's the thing. I asked their mother before we moved if it was okay for us to move here. Would she be fine with that? And she was like straightforward with like, I'm not going to stop you from building your dreams. Because I moved here initially for, one, for us to see the West Coast side and see different things and make memories out here because we came from a small town called Canton, Georgia. And it's like, it was really, really small. And we just wanted to venture out and try different things. So we all moved here to basically see the world on this side, I guess you say, and see it from a different aspect. But also, I've always been intrigued with the city. And so has Megan. And honestly, I feel like the kids have as well. So it's like one of those things where we just came down here pretty much just to try something different, shoot for our dreams and goals, and set examples, I guess you could say. And she was all for it. She's like, I'm not going to stop you. If you want to do that, that's fine. The kids, I would love for them to flourish and like, live in the city and stuff like that. And then, long story short as well is like when we got down here, I don't blame Amari. It's like it hurt when it happened in 2023 when she wanted to move. And I do have a story about this as well on another podcast where it's called Motivation Within. And this is like it's like a different podcast. That's why they're different in different platforms because like we talk about different things, of course. But I it hurt in 2023 because she wanted to go live with her mom, and being a young girl, it's like I didn't understand that. Just like my son wants to be with me, I still didn't understand that. But one thing that got me is like how cool and calm things have gotten from that. It's like what's crazy is how we come to realize that even though they have a bonus mom and things like that, and Megan's here for them, Megan isn't their mom. And we realize that. So Megan would never be their mom, but she's going to be their mom, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So it's like she needs her mom. And I have to understand that, just like my son needs me. Why my son wants to stay here with me. So she wanted to be with her mom. There's things that a girl needs as she's growing up, and there's things that a boy needs as he's growing up. And these are things that I had to understand and had to grow and had to learn with, even though it broke me for a little bit because a lot of people that know me know that my father wasn't really there in my life growing up, and I was raised by my grandparents majority of my life. And then around about 14 to 13 my mom moved, and I moved in with her around the age I want to say, but she was in my life. I ain't gonna say my mom wasn't in my life, but it's just one of those things where I guess whenever you grow up without one parent, you want to make sure that you can do whatever you can do to not be just like that parent. You want to be different, and you want to be there. Um, and no shade throw towards my dad. We have fixed things and we have made things work, and he has been honest and real to me about a lot. So I appreciate that a lot as well. So no shade to him as well on any of that. It's just the start of my life. That part was missing. So that's one of the things that bother me because I always want to be there through a lot of the things that you do and stuff, and different things like that. But not going to get into the sentimental part of things and all that stuff. I just want to get on here and open up and stuff like that. But like when you guys met Megan for the first time, what was your thoughts?
You can be honest.
Well, I remember the first time. Weren't we asleep in the car? Yeah, we were both asleep in the car. So, and I don't even think she was in the car. And I can't even remember because like it was so long ago. But like, she's she's pretty cool. Not gonna lie. I mean, she all right. Whatever. I guess. I'm just playing. She's really cool. I mean, she does a lot for us, and she cares, and she shows that she cares, and I love that. And I'm glad that Dad has met her because she's pretty awesome. And yeah, don't say same.
You have to say your own words.
So when I first saw Megan, it I don't know.
How did you feel? How do you feel now? Let's put it that way. When you first saw her, you don't know. You was young.
He was only like 4.
How do you feel now
Good.
about Megan? Like what's like? How do you feel about her? Because honestly, you go to her before you come to me.
Well,
You don't gotta be shy.
Bro, ain't nobody in here but us four. What's the deal? Like, come on.
the reason why I go to her first because she like knows like I guess she knows
Knows what?
like when I ask her what are we doing tomorrow, she like knows what we're doing.
You mean to tell me I don't know what we're doing tomorrow?
No, it's just
If anything, Megan knows they're the ones who plan it.
So basically, what you're saying is like she knows that you. Honestly, what you're trying to say, I feel like, is
You don't know anything.
no. Megan knows you.
yeah.
Yeah. Knows you. Knows how you feel. Half the time knows what you want when you want something, even if it's simple. And why do you? I wonder why is that? Because I feel like here, sitting here, this is me. That is you, without a doubt.
So one thing I've been telling you guys, Dad, for the longest time is, obviously neither one of you guys have like any of my DNA, but I think this kid might have my DNA somewhere, and I don't know how, but I think he's got some of me in him somewhere.
You're wearing off on him. He even
Because
sniffed.
he acts like me sometimes, and I'm like, dude, what?
I've noticed.
He
I've
sniffs
noticed it.
everything before it goes into his mouth. And that's what Megan.
I'm sorry, that's me. I rub that off on him.
I'm sorry, I don't stick my nose in anything and then eat it or drink it.
Oh, I gotta smell everything.
Yeah, I know that.
I smell it before, like it gets to your mouth.
Right, and then I eat it or drink it. But so going from there, and it's like how you guys felt about that, and then at first, how'd you guys like when you found out that we were moving for sure? How did y'all feel about that?
I mean, it was kind of sad 'cause, I was saying bye to all my friends, but I knew that we would be back in Georgia to see them again. But I mean, I was pretty excited to see Vegas 'cause, I never seen it for the first time, but now I've seen it. But I mean, yeah, it was kind of sad and exciting moment. I was more excited though.
What about you? Yes,
Same.
same. What? What? How did you feel about whenever he was gonna move to Vegas?
How about your one friend that the one friend that went with us to the fair? How do you feel about leaving him behind? That one. Forgot his name.
Felt pretty bad. But we can go see him again.
You don't feel too bad. You had a chance to go see him whenever we was back home.
He was too tired.
Yeah, you just wanted to sleep.
I know, but can I see him again?
Oh, duh. You can see him again whenever we go back. Don't be sleepy. But yeah, I wanted to open this one up like with us just because Amar was leaving. She's leaving tomorrow, and it's like I wanted to have the chance to open it up with us because I feel like like I said, the foundation was started under Acres, so it's like I wanted to take this podcast to the highest level that I could with the people that I love. So I wanted to start it off with that, and even though my thing is like before I sit here and go to that point, even though I jumped to them and them, what did you feel about the kids whenever you first met them, or how did you feel about that?
I was really nervous because I went from being completely single, just worrying about myself, to in a relationship with someone who had two children. And I don't have any biological kids. So I didn't know how to be a parent. I didn't know, like, I mean, I have younger brothers and sisters that, were born when I was like 15, 16 years old. So it's like I knew how to like handle a baby, you know, things you do. But obviously they were toddlers. They were like 4 and 6, but still it was just kind of all new to me because with my siblings I can give them back. Hey, here,
You can't get me back.
take a kid. But, when you're with someone who has kids, it's not like that. You can't just, I mean, when it's your weekend or however custody is or however visitation, whatever you have might be like, when it's your turn to have those kids, like you can't just be like, oh, here, time to go back to mom or dad or whoever or whatever. So it was scary. I was nervous, very, very nervous. Didn't really know, like, I didn't want to get on to them because I was like, I don't like, I don't know what kind of, like, what to do. I don't know.
She told me. She told me. I remember her saying this that she thinks babies are really cute, but she said that she didn't want any of her own because not saying like she didn't want us, but like she said that she didn't want like a baby because um because she said she likes to hold them and then she's like, oh, okay, here, take it back now. She just thinks they're really cute.
What I remember you said Amari said something to you when we first got together
About what?
about
She said a lot of things.
yeah, she said something to you when we first got together about I think me and her mom, didn't she? You remember that, Amari?
You know what I say?
Yeah, what'd she say?
Oh gosh. Uh,
I asked you how you feel about Megan. You left that part out at the beginning.
in the very beginning, I don't know. I think maybe she was riding with me to go spend the night with me at my dad's house that night. And I don't know, I don't remember exactly how she said it, but she was like, "Yeah, I just want my mom and dad to get back together." I was like, "Oh, okay." I was like, I really didn't even know what to say. I was like, "Oh, okay." I don't know what to say.
I don't remember that, guys. No, I don't remember.
But no,
I remember Des. I think we were laying with you, and we used to like do this saying where it was like, "What's in the mailbox today?" And then we would say, "These nuts," and and Des said to Megan, "These nuts in your mouth."
at
that was
5 years old or 4 years old.
I still have the video.
For real?
So funny.
Yeah.
Maybe we can find it.
It's hilarious. Look, look at his
He
face.
said, "These nuts at ya?"
What's up with that?
I don't think he fully knows what it meant at first.
No, I don't think so.
Why would you say that?
I think that was in the time period when the D's Nuts guy was really popular and big. So, and it was everywhere, every video. Yeah, I got a picture with him actually.
What's his Melvin?
I think it's Melvin. I think.
Yeah, we probably was a little bit sporadic, whatever, but it's like just one of those things where we just jumping on here to see how it kind of would flow because they're like again when we get everybody together. Of course, you'll probably see me and my daughter on some. You'll probably see me and just Des on some. You definitely see me and Megan on some by ourselves, and then we're gonna have more on here. Probably talking about the summer, how it was, and just different things because I'm already starting to vlog and stuff, and I hope you stay on that. What's your vlog thing gonna be
It's
called?
probably going to be called Amari Adventures, but we're still working on a name because I want one that like outstands and like, it's just like, ooh, that's a cool name. You know what I mean?
Double A Adventures.
Yeah, ooh,
Amari
triple
Acres.
A.
No, it's double A because Amari Acres.
Adventures.
Yeah, double A Adventures.
Triple A.
Triple A from where? Where's
Adventures.
the third A come from?
Adventures.
That is right. Triple A Adventures. Amari Acres Adventures. Okay. You got
Yeah.
it. Yeah. All right. Cool. 3 A's.
She could do
3
Aura
A Adventure.
Ventures.
3 A Adventure, huh?
Aura Ventures.
Okay,
Amari.
so that'll be.
So it would be ARA Ventures. Amari Ripsey Acres Ventures. Aura Ventures.
Yeah.
We're still looking on the
you
name,
can see it on
guys.
Still
paper.
working on this. But what about you? You gonna get your YouTube start streaming? Doing a little Twitch?
Are you going to tell him your YouTube channel name?
This dude got more subscribers than both my channels put together, and Amari's and Megan's put together. He got like nearly almost 300 now, which to me
234.
200. Oh my bad, 234. Which that's a big deal because it's hard to get subscribers on YouTube. It's not that simple. He got 200 something, and he ain't even trying. That's the crazy, and he don't even show his face. I'm lost. And I tell him, I was like, look, you're getting these guys pretty quick. Maybe you should take this serious now because 200 something subscribers is really hard to come by. I mean honest. It's not. Yeah, exactly. It's not easy, and you got to stay consistent with it. But yeah, tell me your YouTube name.
Is capital S, capital G underscore BEREND.
Nice. How you say that?
SG Berend.
SG Baron. Where'd you get that from?
Game on Roblox.
Gotcha. Okay. That way everybody knows where they can go find you. Supposedly, Megan's over here getting paid from Facebook, but she ain't even really putting in the input over there to do it. So I would say I could send y'all to her stuff, but she ain't even really trying to do it like she should be.
I mean, my Facebook name is Megan Sanders.
TikTok.
Meg B. Presson, and it's
Why is it depressing?
because that is my t-shirt business name that I have not fully started.
But you will.
Oh, yeah.
And you about to spell it out?
Oh, yeah, it's not pressing with a G. It's like PRESSIN.
Preston.
Yes, sir. So, and then my stuff is just I have an Instagram. It's Tremaine for Real, TRAMAINE for Real, REAL. And I want to say if I'm correct, TikTok's the same, as well as on YouTube. It's just Tremaine Acres. And I have another podcast if anybody would like to check it out called Motivation Within that I actually been pushing for a while, but still climbing that hill. But yeah, I wanted to throw all this stuff out there because obviously we all like the content world. We all like the content creation. We all love camera work, photography, and different things like that. And we're just really trying to grow within this community as well as within families and within people that want to bond with us and do the same. So I appreciate anyone that actually has been sitting here for a minute and actually watching this. Thank you guys for actually tuning in with us because we've been going for 30 minutes, which is really awesome. We didn't really have any main topics that we wanted to actually get on here and talk about. We really just wanted to get on here and just start talking and actually just open up to get this Acres of Love moving. So thank you guys for anyone that actually has stuck it out to the end and watched this first of many videos. I appreciate you definitely tuning in with us. And if you can, please hit that subscribe and stay connected. All right. So that being that, this is Acres of Love. Peace.
And don't give up, guys.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me rewind it back. Before we go, would you like to say anything motivating to the people that's watching?
Yes. Do not give up and keep striving and work hard for your dreams, even though it's going to be hard, but keep going.
Channel Babel.
What?
What did he say?
Channel Babel.
Channel Babel? What's that mean?
I'll tell you later.
Okay. You got something to say?
Always stay positive.
Perspective. No matter what you're going through, what you're doing, how things might seem down, they might seem up, whatever they seem like. And if it happens to be down, step back and look at it. Because everything we go through, there's a reason behind it, and that reason will come out down the road, and the reason will make sense. Stay true to yourself and love everyone around you. That's it, because that's key. Big faith. Love y'all.